Hello, Scrappy Peeps. Suzanna here today, and I'm sharing with you week 7 in my memory planner. So I am pretty current. This is the one gap that I have had in my planner for 2023, and so I have gone back and filled in that gap. I have some time, and so I have pulled out some goodies from Ellie's Studio, some bits and pieces from Stop the Blur, some Color Collective stuff, and printed my pictures ahead of time. So I am using this 3x4 pocket card to create a tip up, and that is going to go for Thursday's activity, but it will span Wednesday and Thursday. So I have my intent is that the picture will be on the front. I like to see the pictures, and then the journaling can always go underneath. Sometimes I put more pictures inside or underneath with the dominant picture up the top there. I have chosen the color palette, so I've got this sort of rusty orange, and then I'm going with Uncharted Territory. Pretty sure that's what it is. I never say it right, but I think it's Uncharted Territory. As that darker blue that you see there, as well as a lighter blue. And I believe I used, I'm not sure what I used, but a lighter blue. Hold on, speckled egg. I'm pretty sure speckled egg is my lighter blue, bluey green there. So I have the envelope from an old Stop the Blur that I've got those 2 newspapers in. I put an orange label, a rusty orange label, because I really like the contrast there. And I'm going to stamp in that as the intent. But I like to fill the spaces before I do the stamping so that I know color palette wise what my overall canvas looks like before I add additional color to it. So I've used the file folder with the little tabby notchy thing, and there are 2 photos in the top there. And then what I also did just now that you, while I was talking, I talked over my action, was I used double-sided tape, just the 16th inch, and created a little pocket in the back of that file folder there. So I stitched some vellum across the top of a tag, and that tag will tuck in behind that file folder at the top there. So now I just trimmed down some photos, and those are going to additional photos that'll go underneath that photo of my daughter swimming. So in the top right here, I'm kind of ad-libbing a technique from last month's Stop the Blur. So Heidi created a double fold, so it folds over into the center, so to speak. It is actually down the bottom. So I am just creating a tip down, really is what I'm doing. But I want a layer of color up the top, so I've got a thin strip that you see there, and then I'm going to put the white paper on top of that so that I've just got that little thin border there. And I know that I have this large tab folder, file folder tab from Ellie Studio. You can kind of see it, that orange, it's super large, that I want to create as the securer and a fastener. I don't know the measurements of this because honestly, I'm literally winging it. So I want it about as wide as not the width of the page, but the width from the line near the date to the edge of the page. And then I want it to fit in that 2-inch space. So it's probably about 2 inches tall, but I don't want it to go all the way up the top because I want it to tuck underneath that tab there. And so I sewed the tab in. That's what secures it. And then it tucks in nicely. So I've got my row of photos that will fit on the front. And then I've got space for journaling on the inside. I could have put more photos in if I wanted to, but I knew I had a fair amount of journaling that I wanted to put for that particular day. So just attaching the photos to that. And it just so happens that I was able to print them so that it fit in there. I had a little space that I had to trim down, but otherwise it fit. So 3 photos there. I don't actually always know what it is that I'm doing. I kind of literally just wing it and make things work and go with it. So this photo is a photo of, it's a screenshot of Find My. So on this particular day, my husband was going up to Baltimore to get some verification for his global traveler thing. And it just so happens that my son, unbeknownst to me, was in duck at the beach. And I just discovered that he was in duck. So surprise! And so that's a screenshot. But I wanted the whole screenshot, but I wanted you to be able to read it. And so I knew I had this clear element. So I just tucked the photo into the clear file folder, or the clear folder that these circles are going to go into. So I'm creating a little pull handle here, and I'm just going to staple that in. That's an LE Studio label with a rounded edge to it, and that creates a perfect little pull handle. I had these stickers that I thought I could put in to do the journaling, but they're a little bit smaller. So I'm actually going to, off camera, I will use an old Stamp Society stamp set with the circles, and you'll see that in the close-ups. In the meantime, this is Super Bowl. So Super Bowl Sunday, I have a collage of pictures. It's actually only two, because I was so disorganized this year for Super Bowl, and that's what all the journaling underneath is about. And Nicholas and some of his swim friends, the friends that he was at the beach with, were on their way home, and they just randomly stopped by. I mean, we invited them and we had plenty of food, but it wasn't anywhere near the normal Super Bowl spread that I would normally do. So you can see I've used from the Color Collective one of the protectors. I went through this whole thing and I deleted it, so spare you the agony, because I didn't end up doing it, but I went through like multiple colors and ribbon cutters and what have you to try and get this ribbon from Color Collective into the hole. But what I realized is I don't want the ribbon there, because then I can't journal in the space up above, and I really would rather have the journaling than the ribbon. So I stapled the ribbon in, and I'm going to pull that staple out right there and pull the ribbon out so that I have room. But you can kind of see where the staple was, but not really. It just kind of adds to a grungy look there. So while I was thinking about the hole protector, the hole reinforcer, it made me think that I had that other tag up there that needed a hole reinforcer as well. So my original thought with this skinny label or tag was that I would hang it off of the Super Bowl tag, but then it really couldn't swing away, but it serves as a perfect sort of a secure fastener for this tip up, as well as somewhere to nestle the journaling. And then I pre-cut out of one of the pattern papers. So I've used Fancy Pants as my support pattern paper for this. And so I cut out of one of the pattern papers these little banners, because it's swimming and of course you need banners. I looked for one of those rusty oranges that would have matched, because I really wanted to have two banners, and I could have put ink and, you know, run my ink pad and created my own cardstock, but it's too much work. So I'm going to put the title Super Bowl to the right hand side here of that tag, and I will spare you having to watch all of that. So I've pretty much got all of the elements, the main elements in the page. It's just adding the ephemera and the titles per se, titles for each day, and little decorations, and then getting into the journaling. So this is washi tape from Simple Stories. It just so happens that some of the bubble speech colors fit in perfectly. And when I've got these horizontals, I like to have layers of horizontals. So I usually like to layer up, like for example, here I'm going to layer up the tag, and then the washi, and then I'll put a little heart sticker as well as the label that goes in there. Just so different lengths of horizontal that just sort of break it up a little bit, because you've got so much movement in all of these pages. There's, you know, when you create a scrapbook page, you have a visual triangle typically, correct? Whereas here, you can create a visual triangle, but it's a lot harder because it's a lot harder to create those uniting factors. So that's why, like, for example, here with the washi, you can see I have 3 clusters of speech bubble per se, or one, it's not really even a cluster, but 3 of the speech bubbles that I've used. Or I'll use hearts, and I'll use 3 hearts just so that I can tie that left-hand page into the right-hand page somehow. And in this particular instance, those are what I did. I have hearts, and circles. I'll try and spread circles out across the page too, because they're softer and just add a little bit of variety. So now I'm going to get into some stamping. You can see I have already, and I did this off camera because I I do it every month, my date at the top there. And then I happened to go through the last year's Stop the Blur, the sticker book of the printables. And so you can see there's a little balloon that says, I think it says happy weekend, but I just like the way that it complemented the color, and it really was a happy weekend. It was nice to have Nicholas here, even if it was only briefly, and it was also nice to meet some of his friends because they stopped by too to join us for Super Bowl. So honestly, I stamped lift, and I put that on that top right element there. I don't always put lift or pull. It's kind of intuitive to me. Sometimes it's nice to have that little handle so that you know that you're going to do that. And that one is pretty well secured at the top there, so you kind of do need to know that you need to get into that per se. So I'm stamping here, and this is the This Happened. It's super light, but I like that little bit of contrast that it provides to that really, really dark, stark blue that would otherwise, greeny blue that would otherwise, if I hadn't put that label there, it literally would have been kind of in your face there. I am off camera going to take the end of a label and staple that to the Washington Post newspaper. So that's the front one. And so this was the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. The back page, the USA Today, it's also the front page, is actually glued into the pocket. It just creates some thickness so that the Washington Post one doesn't fall out. So you can pull that out and read the other events of that particular day. But I liked having the two in there, one for just to make that envelope a little bit more secure. So that was a puffy sticker bird that I was just kind of figuring out where I wanted. I thought maybe I might have used more from that, but I didn't. These are the paper person stamps from this month. And so they're kind of about negative moods, about being angry, about being frustrated. And Monday was not a good day for my daughter. And so I continued that file folder that's at the top left is Monday. And the newspapers are Tuesday, so I continued the story down into the Tuesday block there where I'm stamping. It is blurred out in the close-ups because she asked me not to make this a public story, so I did blur that out for her. But there is some journaling in the file folder itself, and then in the journaling, directly below, it does say Monday, so that you know that Monday extends left side and then Tuesday extends right side up in this particular storytelling incidents. So don't feel confined by the horizontals of your boxes. Definitely you can spread over, and if you don't have story from one day to the next, you can definitely use up other boxes, right? So I've already put title down there. I think it says knee skin because this was her first knee skin. It's a swimming thing. Don't worry about it. It's a fast suit. If you don't know, it's not a big deal. It's a special swimsuit, a very expensive special swimsuit. But I had this sticker that says trust the process that I really wanted to put in there. And I also felt like the sticker broke up all of that plaid and made it easier to be able to read the sticker. So these are some really great labels from Ellie's Studio. I believe, don't take me to my word, but I believe those are from February. They might be from January. I love them for my memory planning. It just gives me a nice white spot or a shot of color. See how that little rusty orange ties everything together a little bit better. You don't just have that dominant left side and then that top right side. So spaces things out a little bit nicer. I really wanted another round element, and I really wanted this round element to be on the left-hand side of the page. I just couldn't make it work with the things that I have. So there really isn't anything round there other than the sun that I'm going to stamp to the right of the swimming tip up. But that's really subtle. So that was the best that I could do. And sometimes you just do the best that you can do, right? If it's not integral to the storytelling, sometimes you don't get the design elements that you want when you are working in a memory planner. So I'm just showing you all the interactives. I'm sure there will be a reel for that as well. Enjoy the close-ups. If you have any questions about anything that I've mentioned today or anything that I've used, please don't hesitate to leave those in the box down below. I am going out of town, so I will do my best to get back to you, but it might take a little bit longer than usual. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you're doing well. Come back again soon. Take care.